Hello. Hello, we're live.
Wow!
Oh, wow, I did
We
it.
did it!
Hype, 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 hype.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah, welcome to week 4. That was a revelation behind the scenes. How crazy is that? It's been 4 weeks since we came back to play a game we've certainly never played
We've never played before, yeah.
Never before in our lives.
I'm proud of us.
Welcome to episode 4 of Hellions of Carnocht. I am your host, Doodle, also known as Vash, also known as Game Master. We are here to play our actual play Pathfinder 2e game, in which we're all learning, so please forgive us when it goes inevitably off the rails a little bit. And if you hear something that is specifically D&D 5e, no, you didn't. You didn't hear that. That doesn't exist. Okay? Okay, so long as we have an accord here. Right? Alright. Now, just a warning that I have to get out of the way before we dive into the game. We have our safety methods on this end of the screen, and we implore you to use your safety methods on your side of the screen. Hellions is a game that handles some mature themes, including but not limited to alcohol, drug use, and mild sexual themes. So if any of that causes you distress or uncomfortability during the game, please take a step out. We want you to look after yourselves. We try and give a little overview the next episode so that you can dive in if you need to. We would much rather that anybody watching at home be as comfortable as possible. That said, I am joined by my lovely cast,
Hello.
who I'm sure are itching and dying to introduce themselves with today's question of the day.
I've already forgotten it. No, I remembered it. Okay.
It's okay, we're at the end, bro. We're at the end.
I love being quizzed.
Alright. Okay. It's me. Hi, I'm Dani. I'm playing Yenna. Perfectly normal girl. Being sent to not schools. She's just here. Yenna's favorite music is probably show tunes and like traditional folk music. If I had to guess.
Show tune karaoke when?
Whatever. Literally all of her entire playlist is just like show tunes about how great she is. It's like half this playlist.
That is so fitting.
Yeah. Got Gravity on there. Popular's on there, I think.
Heck yeah.
I'm now
I
just
do-
picturing an Alexander Hamilton, but it's just Yenna.
No, I do think that Popular is a song that Yenna sings to
Oh,
Tink.
for sure.
yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%, yes.
You should dress properly. Why are you like this?
Cute.
Why are you so dirty? But yeah. You can find me everywhere at Baishalane. That's the only name I use.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Sedona. I go by Anodesu on virtually everything. And I play Gwynn. And gosh, I feel like I haven't thought too hard about this yet, to be fair. Because but thinking about it, I think Gwynn would really love grunge and like a little like heavier stuff, something droning maybe. And yeah, I don't know.
Talking
Nothing
90s
crazy.
grunge or like today?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'd have to listen to Today Grunge to get a feel for it, but I don't yeah, mostly she needs noise. But yeah, that's I think where she'd fall.
Hi, everybody. I'm Barbara. You can find me at Mustache Babs everywhere, and I play Noelani. She's a dual major rogue magus, and she is also perfectly normal, and nothing has ever been weird about where she came from. But I think she's probably, she's one of the girlies. She's a pop girl all the way through, that Britney Spears give her some chaperone any day. And probably when she finds.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna hang on for a sec and see if this is just me or nope.
Lee, who has a lot wrong with her, unlike everybody else. Everybody else is totally normal, and Yulie is an anxious mess, but she loves a good adventure. And I think Yulie's home life growing up was probably one of those situations where she was exposed to a lot of like classical music, a lot of like music that was intended to help you study or help your brain, like sort of stuff. And probably did what a friend of mine did when they went to university, which was get exposed to more aggressive music for the first time and be like, whoa, wait a minute. This is kind of nice. Like, this is kind of crazy. I love this. So I think she probably appreciates and enjoys like calm orchestral music, but has also really liked like metal music and more alternative music that she's heard.
Lo-fi beats to headbang to, yeah.
yeah.
Hello, I'm Nick, and I would also like to apologize for that big cutout there. I am the person running the stream,
Yeah, blame Nick.
and
All technical problems are blamed on Nick.
all technical
We
problems
love
are
you.
blamed on me, and today my internet has decided to be bad. So I apologize, and I will say right here in the recording that if I'm all by myself, sorry. If the captions cut out, that's a pretty reliable way to see that I've been isolated from the group, and as we all have. But I am recording, so hopefully when we post this, I'm gonna start trying to post these on YouTube. But hopefully when I post these, they'll be fine. Anyway, hello. I'm Nick. I play Tink. He is an alchemist artificer or alchemist inventor, now that we're apparently actually saying our classes this time around, because we haven't any other time.
Listen, you didn't give me enough info. That's not enough info, okay?
Yeah. And he's definitely, as far as like music genres go, definitely pop punk boy. Like his playlist is already way too long. I know this boy. Yeah, specifically the era of like Death of a Bachelor, Panic at the Disco.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like that's definitely right in there.
Wait, so now, as per tradition, if we had ever done this show before in the past, which we haven't,
we totally haven't.
Yeah.
We now get to choose an NPC and make
You
the
do.
GM tell us the answer for that NPC.
Oh.
Yeah. Who,
Man,
Do we
who
roll
would
for
you like?
that? Or
Too bad we haven't met like many NPCs yet. In this
Well,
game,
of
we've
the
definitely never
NPCs
played
that you
before.
have met. Or, NPCs that you've never met before. I'm also happy to do that.
Who's the annoying boy that loves Tink?
Yeah, Ashton.
Bernard,
Ashton?
my
Yeah.
best friend.
No,
Ashton.
The new one.
Ashton
The
in
new
a
one.
random
The
person.
new one.
the new-
Yeah, the
Yeah,
new one.
the new annoying boy that loves Tink. What's he listen to?
Tell us about Ashton.
I feel absolutely unironic in saying that he listens to Korean girl pop bands exclusively. Nothing else will do.
Oh no.
But we're talking like girls' generation.
Oh,
Nice,
okay.
nice.
So
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Second wave K-pop.
Yeah,
is,
second wave.
Second
Yeah.
wave is the best, to be fair. But also Korea boo.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ugh, your vibes are horrendous.
Oh, yeah. I
These vibes are
mean,
horrendous.
to be fair, this kid's vibes are horrendous.
Yeah, no. Yenna takes one look at him and is like, ew.
And with that said, it's time to slip into the game. So last week we left off on the newest platform. You had managed to win over the Farine instead of going through a grueling and intense fight. You managed to pet this thing's belly and just make friends with it. And in doing so, gained yourself access to the next platform by all climbing on its back and jumping up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now on the 4th platform, in which you had heard the telltale skittering of many, many legs, and seen the shifting sands of something hiding beneath them. In putting your noggins together and trying to think about this logically, you came to 2 answers. It was going to be a spider or it was going to be a centipede, and neither of those were good answers. Now, last week, Yenna was not here because Dani wasn't here.
I was dying, sorry.
She got carted away.
Yeah, you got carted away for being not actually a student,
Being naughty.
being absolutely naughty, and treading where you weren't really supposed to. So Risen had pulled you aside, and you are upon a floating unit that resembles like little stacked chairs on a little platform. And Risen is beside you, dictating everything that's going on, but you have full oversight of what is happening at the moment. We had kind of said that you were off to the side, just dealing psychic damage through vicious mockery at the rest of the teams. But please, feel free to do whatever you would like to do. As beside you, Professor Risen is reporting in, like, with a move that makes everybody else look kind of stupid. The Farine, Fluffy, has made friends with group number 1. Group number 1 is still in the lead, and the Farine has fallen asleep. Oh no, how is group number 2 gonna make it? Roll perception for me, Yenna.
Okay. Realizing I haven't gotten a single dice out. Maybe that's not ideal. I've lost my sheet. There it is. 15.
Cool. With a 15, you can see that half of group number 2 have made it onto the platform with Fluffy. Well, where Fluffy was supposed to be, the Farine, that is now absolutely abandoned. You can see your team, the team of people who maybe tentatively you would call friends, are well in the lead at this point and have stolen anybody else's ability to get to another platform. And that Fluffy is kind of perched on the side, very close to the ledge. But group number 2 has already pressed the button that they needed to press on this platform, which kind of marks that they have. For those at home, and for those just joining us, the aim of these platforms is to get to the center, hit a button to say that you got there, and then move on to the next one. And group 2, who is just behind your group, the group of Tink and Yulie, Gwynn and Noelani, has just pressed the button on platform 2 and is kind of catching up, but they're trying to figure out how to get up there. And as you watch, you see Fluffy is starting to roll over the ledge, bit by bit.
How closely is the professor watching me?
I'll include this in your perception check, but not as closely as he was. So you could definitely get away with something. I'd still ask you to roll a stealth. but he's definitely not keeping an explicit eye on you.
How far away is the bunny?
You're floating fairly close to the platform, so I would say about 20 feet.
Okay. I'm reading a spell real quick to see if I can be a problem.
Yeah, no worries. And in the interim, I will pull up the map of the platform.
Oh.
Just let me adjust that for a second. Oh, there we go. Hello.
This is Fluffy. Everybody meet Fluffy.
He's pretty big.
Just a little jackalope. And at the end of last session, which is what I am describing to Yenna, Fluffy had been sleeping like here, and then tumbled down the steps and fallen into the middle of there. So I'm going to see if Yenna has anything to do with that. But Yenna, you are the platform that you're on. Let me see if I can just draw you. The platform that you're on is it really would help if it would just let me draw. There we go. It's like here.
Ow, Shuna, please no.
As I just drag a little Yenna token on it.
Wow.
It's like
You
you're
should be able
just
to grab
drawing something in like the tiniest corner of the map.
that. Everything is in this tiny corner of the map. I am so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's just funny.
As it's all happening behind where our characters are standing on screen. I know.
Don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So, Yenna, let me know if you can move that token.
I don't think so. I assume you use the select tool.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
I think if Dani drags the token in, it'll work.
You should be able to move it now. Try now.
Yes, I can.
There we go. I just had to assign it. Sorry, I'm still catching up on my Roll20 skills. And beside you, I'll just put a little cross with where Risen is. But Risen is sitting here. So you have all of that space to play with on the platform, but also you're pretty close to these guys.
Okay. So
yeah, Risen is directly behind Tink on screen. I am so sorry, chat. I didn't plan this well. Yay.
So this arena is a platform that they're on.
Yes.
Okay, and then is the circle in the middle the button I have to hit?
Yep.
But there's something creepy crawly in the sand, probably.
Yep.
Okay.
You probably. I'm just going to give you this information because you probably would have overheard us being like, what if we split up and then we all run as fast as we can? That's the current plan.
I forgot that was your current plan.
Yep, that sure is the plan.
It sure is the plan. So do with that information what you will.
Sure. Okay. Well, I don't want the bunny to die. So, assuming. Oh no, it's touch range. I can't do that. Okay. Hey, is the creepy crawly thing shifting sand within 60 feet of me?
Yeah. You
Cool.
think so? Like, the last time you saw it move was about, as I try and draw on the stream, oh my goodness, was about here. That was the last place you saw it. Look at me drawing something that's not directly behind one of the characters.
Wow. Sorry. Okay, cool. I'd like to cast Divine Lance just to see if I can hit it. At
Sure.
least at least if it's on the surface, they can see it, and then maybe not get grabbed and pulled under the sand.
Okay, in which case, I would
Okay.
like you to all roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Yenna is a very action oriented.
Yenna will get the first round regardless.
All
because
of us
she
are
wanted
rolling,
to cast a spell,
correct?
but everybody is rolling initiative. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're in combat now.
Yeah.
And remember,
And
you can add
rem-
your perception as well as your initiative to your initiative.
That's the one. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome.
Let me just create a little turn order.
Tink, look at us.
I know. We showed
Hell
up
yeah!
today. Everybody showed up.
We're aware. We're awake. We're sitting. Paying attention.
Our characters are much more awake than our players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tink, why are you on there twice? Let me just clear that off.
So I get to do so
'Cause
much.
Everybody tries to learn how to do a turn order and can't figure it out.
I'm gonna do so much. Run directly at the center.
Yes.
There we go. Fluffy is a 4. I should name Fluffy.
Name is Fluffy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you did. They don't have time for our jokes, for our goofs and
Right,
gaps.
Yeah, I don't have time for you to that.
They're mathing so hard.
I was doing it in the
hard on
turn
them.
order, guys.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm just a sarcastic jerk sometimes.
Okay, is everybody on turn order?
Yes.
Can we bring turn order onto screen, Nick?
Oh, well, right now I can only see Fluffy, so
Yeah, same.
Why? I can see everybody. Why could what? What have you guys done?
Yeah, I can only
Nothing.
see Fluffy on the turn order
bro,
as well.
I've done nothing. I'm just
do you mean? What
telling
have
you.
you done?
I can only see Fluffy.
If
Fluffy
you're-
saves the day.
typically, if you're using
Fluffy's in charge.
Roll20, you would be clicking your token and then hitting the initiative button in the character sheet that's built into Roll20. But since we're
Oh.
not doing
Yeah, but
You
it
should
sounds
be able to.
like the
You've
GM
all got it.
has put us
It's maybe
in.
not.
No, you're all in there.
No, I can see
Who-
myself.
who
I
is?
just added myself now.
Oh, you know what? They are the old turn orders from another session.
There you go.
So let me just delete these and I shall add your turns.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I see one.
I love when the teacher does it.
yeah.
Oh, I see another
Okay,
one.
okay.
Okay. It's happening. It's happening, guys.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
I was like, but I can see you all, so I didn't bother to add you.
Okay, and then we click on our own line and add our initiative.
Yes.
Okay,
Go.
cool. And then
My-
sort it once it's done. So that's cool. That works.
Hey, look at us go! Learning how to play a game virtually.
Yay, guys!
After
did it.
how
No,
many
like we-
years?
So many years. So many years of playing games virtually.
I mean, to be fair, the Roll20 is the new element, which is like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't
Yeah.
used this in like literally 12 years.
Same, but we needed to use something.
That's fair.
Speaking of which, we are taking suggestions for if there is a better system than Roll20 to use. It's the one that I'm
Are we?
familiar with. I'm taking suggestions as DM.
I've already given you a suggestion.
I was gonna
You
say,
have
I
already
think we
given
have
it.
and you
one.
refuse to use
Yeah.
it for some reason. It doesn't allow
I don't
music. I guess it's a
don't
good
understand
reason.
it. I wanted music.
Yeah, but also we don't have music
We've
here.
been
So...
playing music. So, like, what?
It's because I'm frightened to play it. Does chat want music? Chat, do you want music or do you want me to keep it quiet? I have some sick battle music.
Once again, I don't know if they'll hear the music, because I don't know if I'll hear the music. So...
Yeah, there's no music right now.
Is there music right now? I hope not. 'Cause
No,
I
I'm
can't
not
hear.
playing music right
Okay.
now.
Okay, I was like, what?
So same as if it would be with the the other system. So
Yeah.
we can try.
Oh, there's music.
Oh, music!
Oh,
Woohoo!
oh, and it is coming through. Oh, I can adjust it.
Ooh, neat. Okay, I'm glad this works. Yay.
Okay,
You're
get ready for
absolved,
music.
PM.
Okay. We have music now.
The music is cool. I do like it.
We need a Duke in Roll20.
I'm in Roll20.
No, the
Yeah.
initiative.
20
the
like
In the
asked me to.
initiative order.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
you haven't
initiative
entered your
order.
initiative yet.
How do I do that?
Oh,
Let me add you again.
I'm deleted.
There you go, you're back.
If you type it, you should be able to click.
I did
Yeah.
type it though. It's just
Oh.
sitting there.
Oh, weird.
Anybody who
There we go.
hasn't
There you go. There you go. We
assigned
did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Okay.
we figured it out.
their
We did it. We did
tokens
it.
to their characters, you should do that, people.
What? We have them.
Huh?
What?
I think we dragged ours in, so ours should be all good.
We're in. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I added it, and now I don't know how to get it back. I have no idea where it is. Like, I click on Yenna, and I just see my character sheet.
Oh,
When
or-
the DM has to turn the music down because all I hear is the music.
It is fairly loud, yes.
There we go.
I mean, it's the same for us.
What? Did I
We
turn
have-
the music down for you guys too?
No.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, okay. Alright. In which case, we have an initiative order.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
You probably want to sort it. Or is it sorted from bottom first? There we
No,
go.
there we go. Depends how I click it.
Hmm.
But there we are. Yenna, you do get a free turn as a surprise round, so what are you doing?
I'm shooting Divine Lens at it.
Yes.
It's a +9. Total of 21 to hit.
A total of 21 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, would you like to describe how the spell hits the sand?
Well, basically it's just going to, like, in a very, like, surreptitious way, just sort of, like, slightly, like, cheat her body away from the professor. And then just, like, try to, like, it almost looks like she's throwing nothing. But as it gets further away from her, it will sort of, like, be a very, very bright light. And it will try to hit the spot where the last place we saw it was.
Okay. You all see a blinding flash of light come from somewhere vaguely to the left of yourselves. And like an arrow, it peels through the air and it smashes against the sand, kicking up dirt and dust into a great big cloud, just as Fluffy seems to also hit the sand. Yenna, because of all of the detritus that was kicked up by that shot, You're not sure if it hit anything or not, but you do hear a chittering noise.
Okay. So no roll damage?
Go ahead and roll damage, yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Total's gonna be 10 spirit damage.
Okay. You see, as the dust starts to settle, that there is also little shards of glass where that light hit.
Glass?
Yeah. The sand got so hot from the spirit damage it turned into glass.
I was like, are they trying to fucking kill us?
We're down
We're
here.
at school!
The fall damage that you're concerned about is definitely the glass.
They're casting
What is
feather
this, a
fall, it's
saw
fine.
trap?
We checked.
Yeah, if they fall over the edge, feather fall is being cast and you just float lightly to the ground and you're still alive. There definitely won't be mass funerals in the next class.
Wow. What?
When you say it
Why
like
did you say it
that.
like that?
They said there definitely won't, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you panicking about?
Look, if you die, you can't get full marks. Imagine what that does to a teacher's average.
Okay, I can't defend it anymore.
So, unless there's anything else that you would like to do. Actually, Yenna, can I get a quick stealth roll from you, please?
Oh yeah.
Or sleight of hand, actually, if we've got that separated out.
I don't think that's a thing I have.
Sleight of hand is thievery.
They're the same roll for me.
Thank you, resident Pathfinder specialist expert.
I
Nick
think
Horst.
I think there might be a sleight of hand roll, but it might be like a trained skill, like a
I
very
think so,
specific
yeah.
thing. So
I just keep forgetting what thievery is. Like, technically I know it exists. I'm just like, oh. That should have an intent behind it, should it not? But go ahead and roll me a thievery, please.
Thievery? Okay.
Yeah.
15. Oops. I need you to stop biting me. Oh, that hurt.
A 15. Okay. As far as you're aware, that went unnoticed by Professor Risen Price.
Works for me.
Yulie, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm having trouble like resituating my brain on what like where exactly we're at right now. So we got duders in the sand.
we
All of
think
us are
we think one duder in the sand.
one duder in the sand.
Yeah, big duder.
All of us are back together. We weren't together for a hot minute, but we're all back together in the stands.
Yeah.
Yenna just shot a duder?
Yep. Just shot the
the
sand,
sand.
but hopefully a duda.
Okay. Okay, then all right. This is my active investigation. I would like to perceive whether or not that did anything.
Oh,
Noise.
Okay, please roll.
Okay.
Remember your +1.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Terrible. I rolled a 4, so that's 15.
A 15, you say?
Yeah.
With a 15, you do see some strange mass in and amongst the clouds of sand. It moves incredibly quickly. It's kind of like a dark blur, but it's definitely too solid to be other rocks kicked up by that shot.
Okay.
And it's also definitely a little bit on fire.
There's something. Okay.
You see that
Sorry.
the fire is a strange color. I'll just say that. What color would you like your magic to be, Yenna?
Light pink.
Light pink? Sure, it's a light pink fire.
Ooh.
Just full magical girl this
Yeah, I love that.
this iteration.
Okay, so I believe that there is something that got hit that is not a rock under there. Under the sand.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So then what else can I do with this turn that's helpful? I would pass that along. Sorry, I'm trying to see if devise a stratagem applies here. We're just trying to get through, correct?
Yeah, our general understanding of the situation is that for the most part we just gotta bust a button, but this one seems maybe too many legs to turn out to be a friend like Fluffy.
See, that just sounds very close-minded.
And what's the situation with our bunny friend? Awake? Asleep? Alive?
Well,
Dead?
Fluffy was asleep last you saw. Fluffy is kind of in own little cloud of sand, but you can see that Fluffy is now very awake and just kind of sitting there, startled.
Okay. 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 Let me know if this makes sense. I have an ability called Clue In. Another creature attempts a check that could help you get close to answering the question at the heart of one of your active investigations. Since Tink, was it Tink? Who was it that tamed the bunny?
I guess
It was Tink that
I
tamed
guess
Bunny.
technically
Yeah.
Tink, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I would like to basically pitch the idea that we should get our bunny friend to move around and see whether or not something responds. But I want to see if Tink is willing to do that. If you are, then you get my investigation bonus when doing that. Basically, does that make sense? So you'd get a +1 to trying to convince the rabbit to move.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. He would agree to that. He would, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, then that's my turn. I guess I'm gonna sit tight. I'm gonna sit right here and observe.
Okay. In which case, it is Tink's turn.
The problem is I feel like I still just want to get to the middle.
I mean, you could do both, right?
Yeah.
We have so many
Do it.
actions.
We have so many actions. The action economy in this game is wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, please remember you do have actions. Lots
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
do them.
So, DM, do you think it would be fair to say, could I spend an action to try and convince Fluffy?
Did you just call him Banani?
Banani, yes.
Okay.
Cutie pie.
he's just a cute little guy with really sharp teeth. If I could convince Bunny to effectively run like a different direction from me, like maybe a game, and Tink would basically book it straight for the centerpiece.
Sure, roll diplomacy.
Okay. And I get my +1.
You get your +1.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Fluffy, in all of the confidence that it has in the fact that you have more food, which you do not,
I do not.
will listen to you on his turn.
Wonderful.
What else would you like to do?
Then I guess I will hold an action for Fluffy's turn. So when Fluffy starts running, I will also start running. And I'm gonna, like, hold those two... I basically just want to do, like, 2 dash action. To run directly. Yes, I know I'm going to be running through contested area. I'm aware of this, and I'm okay with this.
Okay. So you're passing on the rest of your turn?
Just let me double check that I actually have. I'm just gonna get my little ruler over here and just. Yeah, absolutely passing on the rest of my turn. If that's a full 60 feet, I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
So not passing, but holding for. I know Fluffy's at
Yes.
end of initiative, but
Yeah.
that's me.
Noelani.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
How aware am I of this plan? Has Tink sort of communicated? It's like, okay, let's do this, or are we sort of all just kind of like, oh, this shot was fired and looking around?
Honestly, I feel like Tink has not communicated anything and does not
Great.
seem very
No.
concerned with the shot from the sky. So if
Yep.
you are, you're going to be going through a whole different range of motions than he is right now.
Great.
Noelani, all you've seen is like that shot come through, a bunch of dust kicked up, Fluffy fell in, and then Tink yelled a bunch of stuff at Fluffy.
Yeah. Boy. Okay. All right. Well, goodness. Has the thing come out of the shot area, or is that unclear to us?
That's unclear to you right now. You can roll a perception if you would like to try and see through the dust cloud.
I would love to attempt that.
I did, for what it's worth, I did say that I passed along that I saw, like, magic fire in the sand.
Ah, so you
Right.
did, yes.
This is true.
Yeah. That's a 13 perception. To sort of observe what's going on at the cloud with the magic fire knowledge and all that.
Okay, well, with a 13, you can see that there is something moving about here. You can't make out what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, that looks distracted enough. She does not want to go into that sand. I don't think so. This is the first day of school. We were not told to engage with creatures.
So true.
I'm not
It is
even
the
taking
first day of school.
cryptozoology. Let's see here. I don't really have any spells that could really help with this. So perhaps my best bet is to hold movement, I guess. Like I think I'm ready to jump into action of whatever it may be. I just don't want one at it. So I will also hold a dash.
Okay. And there's nothing else that you'd like to do as an action in your turn?
Well, with the dash, it's gonna be about 40 of movement. I've observed the cloud, and I don't have any other spells to sort of. Oh, how about this? I mean, why not? Communication is the key to success, right, folks?
Yeah.
So I will attempt to cast message on whatever is in that cloud.
Oh.
And so
Okay.
you see Noelani sort of put her hands like against like on the each side of her mouth, and she sort of looks like she's about to yell something, but instead she just kind of whispers it in the direction of whatever is at that cloud, and she just says, "We mean you no harm. Please just let us through. We just gotta buzz that button, and we'll be out of your very many legs."
Roll diplomacy.
Perfect. That's an 11.
Okay. And in this message spell, can you receive a response?
Yes, target can give a brief response as a reaction or as a free action on their next turn if they wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
And you
then
want to hold that dash.
Yes, and then I think in my attempt to do that, I'm sort of observing what the group is doing in terms of when to like go along with or in the opposite direction if something comes at us.
Okay. Is that when you're holding your dash till?
Yes.
Beautiful. In which case... From the dust, as it starts to settle, you see this guy appear.
Oh, it's really a pity that the art is so cute.
Like a pill bug. Like a roly-poly.
I would just like to say that all of the art is attributed to Roll20's free art at the moment. Thank you.
Nice.
Apart from Fluffy, who is
Thank you,
custom made.
Roll20.
But thank you, Roll20. But yeah, with a screech and many legs, so many legs, and yes, a bug warning to chat, rises a centipede out of the sand, flailing dirt and rocks everywhere as it just kind of screeches. And Noelani, you hear that screech twice.
Yep.
Once out loud and once in your head as it sends a message back to you that is just translates to screech.
Right. Like, all right. Oh, ow.
And it is immediately going to run this way.
Okay. That's a good way for it to run.
You certainly think so, as I move it behind the...
I can move the turn order if that's where you want to be.
Cover more
No, I've
things.
moved him
Cover more
back.
things.
It's fine.
No, I
See,
liked
he's
it when
back
he
on
was
screen
further
now.
away. I liked it when he wasn't as close to us. I think I could put the turnover over near us. Like that's so fine.
I think this is great, actually.
Let's put him here then and compromise.
Okay. I can zoom out. There's so many things I can do.
But as he turns, you see that his tail is full of needle-like spines.
Neat.
Oh,
And
fun.
with a little shiver and a shake, those spines are flung towards yourselves and Fluffy.
Oh.
Fluffy now!
The little tiny noise gate in there was perfect.
Yeah. Discord refused. I would like reflex saving throws, please, from Gwynn and Tink,
Can't win.
as I do one for Fluffy.
Hey, okay.
I will say you also see that there is a cheese stick in its mouth.
So it did like the cheese. It did like the cheese.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
took it.
You guys have pocket cheese again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Yulie
threw
was
a bit of
choosing
pocket
pocket
cheese.
It was specifically string cheese,
Yes.
Of course. Yes, very good.
so it's just in its little mouth like a cigar.
Wonderful.
It doesn't understand why you threw cheese at it and then, like, this jackalope thing fell on top of it. It's very confused right now. Okay, so that's a 20 and a 25 reflex.
Yes.
You see Fluffy immediately be like, oh god, what have I gotten myself into? And moves this way in a little reflex save. Gwyn, one of those spines hits you.
Ugh, of course. Of course.
Just one. It could have been a lot more, but as you dance out the way, one manages to just catch your arm. And boy, does it sting.
Oh boy.
You take 5 points of damage.
Owie.
Yeah.
Could be worse, could be better.
Sorry, I'm just trying to confirm that. I don't recall if I healed to full last week. Where did it?
I don't think it ended up being full, but I do think we gave you like a healing potion.
Yes.
Yeah. I just forget if I rolled for it is all, but I'm just gonna.
There was a roll
that.
for it. I don't know if you put it in the roll channel.
Or in your health bar.
Yeah.
I think your final health was something like 40 something last session.
40.
If that sounds right.
That sounds.
I think it had been like 32 or something, and it went up to like 41 or something like that.
No, I only have like 24 HP.
Oh,
so,
then ignore me completely.
So maybe 40. Yeah, that's way too tanky for me.
I have so much health, and I don't know why. Oh, because I'm technically not a caster. I discovered that last time. Anyway.
Yeah, no, you're technically not a caster anymore.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I found 14. Okay.
Instead of all casters, it's oops, not a caster.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, took the 5 points.
Okay. 5 points of damage, and I need a constitution saving roll from you, please.
Oh, dear.
A fortitude saving roll.
A fortitude. Okay, so that one was a little bit. Well, no. I guess it's. I was like, oh, that's good. I was like, no, I'm playing Pathfinder.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Just to confirm. Okay. $18. In case.
An 18?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels a bit sore, actually, like lingeringly sore. Weird.
I'm gonna
You
just
take
reiterate.
1 point of poison damage.
Okay. Yeah. Gonna reiterate again.
Continue to take 1 point of poison damage.
Yeah.
At the start of your turns.
Sounds good.
Until
you drew
otherwise
the line at
healed. I did. In fact, you hear a very taunting note from Risen of, uh-oh, looks like Gwynn has been poisoned.
She just seethes. Is it her turn yet, or does Skitterbug have
I have
stuff
forgotten
to do?
to move us through the turn order. Whoops. Sorry, that's on me.
I just worry about us having so many actions. I'm assuming Bug does too.
Bug does indeed have many actions, and so far he's done 2 of them. But as you watch him do a third, he kind of just wiggles down into the sand. And it looks for a second like he's just deciding to get comfortable until he turns to face you again. You get the impression that he's gearing up for something.
Ugh. Okay.
And now it's Gwynn's turn.
Okay, but it's above the earth right now, right?
Yes, it's still above the earth. It is not obscured.
Okay.
I will actually
so Gwyn,
clear that X off.
Yeah, Gwynn's gonna pull out her spell book, and she's going to cast Exploding Earth, because screw other plans. She now has a vendetta against this thing, and so that's. I think I should be in range. Did I try to draw on Twitch? I totally did. I am
I do that all the time.
Okay, right click to move. I just need to get my ruler out to confirm. Oh yeah, I can hit this easily. So yeah, so that's like a range of 120 feet. And throw a hard packed ball of earth and stone at a creature, and then the projectile explodes upon impact.
Nice.
So attack against its AC.
Well, then I guess you better roll an attack against its AC.
I will. Okay. Is it just a standard D20 and 2 point? Is there any extra stuff?
For what?
I'm just getting for just like like rolling an attack against the AC. It should just be standard, right?
Attacking. What spell? Well, did you do a spell?
Depends on the
Yes.
spell. Yeah.
So that's the exploding earth.
Yes.
So
is
ranged, concentrate, earth, manipulate. 46 for, I think that's just damage. So
it will either have to pass a DC check, or if it is something you can, or that you like throw, it should have like.
Yeah, it is a throw.
Roll.
So that was an 18. So I'm gonna put that in dice rolls as soon as I find the dang thing.
I was gonna say your spellcasting modifier is your spellcasting attribute modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Okay, that's what I was. I knew I was having like flashbacks to bajillion macros when I played like a decade ago.
Oh, bajillion macros. Is he related to millions knives? 100 spoons?
Wow.
You wouldn't like bajillion's macros.
I wouldn't.
I'd love.
He's very tedious.
Sounds like playing Final Fantasy.
So I threw an 18, like the base. So that's.
So an 18.
Yes, that was the base at least, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you see this giant ball of earth that you kind of build up and just throw magically. It rises from the ground, it compacts itself into a tight little ball, and then goes through the air. And almost comically, you see it dink off of the centipede's head, the Duda's head, and just flunk to the ground and roll. Whatever it had been charging up for, it looks like you managed to interrupt it.
Nice.
Oh.
All right.
As he sits there and you hear him go a little scree and shakes his head.
Okay.
And he's just doing little circles now. Which does unfortunately make him harder to hit.
Uh-oh. Well, at the very least, I rolled. So the Tink should have also been a Tink and a Kaboom, because there's bludgeoning damage and then bludgeoning splash damage.
I see. Bludgeoning splash damage, you say?
Yes.
Well, please
So
roll
like
both
it hit.
of those.
Yeah. So I just rolled my 46 for the hit, and that was 13, and then the bludgeoning splash damage is 1d6, which is another 4.
Beautiful. Yeah, it sits on the floor for just like a little second, and almost like a delayed bomb, then it goes and it does another little scree and moves over just a little bit to try and get out of that area,
Yeah.
but is still like spinning in circles. It's definitely not happy.
Good. We're even.
Yeah, you're not happy either. Is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
I think I want to take cover with any like movement I've got. So if I could potentially at least get, that's the wrong place. If I could get to like behind one of these statues, I'll maybe try to circumnavigate, hiding behind those.
Yeah, of course. In which case, you can just move your token over to behind one of those statues and roll me
Cool.
a stealth, please.
Okay. And do I still get the bonus for?
You're trying to hide in daylight.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it had eyes or not, so whether it would matter, because it's a burrowing thing.
Oh, it's a burrowing thing, but it's still got eyes. Don't worry.
That's okay. And then that's. Oh, okay. I'll take that. 20. There. Stealth 25.
Nice. You tuck yourself very tightly against one of the grooves in the statue. And as far as you can tell, you cannot be seen. Even Professor Price is like, and after taking poison damage, Gwynn just vanished? Gwynn just vanished. That certainly won't lead to anything in the future. It's definitely not going to come back on me if she doesn't reappear.
Maybe you shouldn't have students fighting monsters on the first day and they wouldn't disappear.
And once again, Tink tries to sass the professor and gets 3 points docked.
I didn't even know that there were points to dock.
Yeah, I think Yulie starts to panic. Like, there are points?
We're in first. We're clearly in. No one can get up here.
How many points do we all have?
I think we know that. We have 3 points.
Well, no, we have less than that now.
No. We had 5
The DM
points.
says, no, you're fine.
No,
You haven't
4.
actually been docked points. You're good.
No, exactly.
But Yenna, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Now the real question is, do I show off immediately?
Would Yenna show off immediately?
Would Yenna show up?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
I
Yeah.
know the answer.
Go on.
All right. Let me make sure I understand how this works. Okay, cool. We're going. I think I can do this. Okay. This is such overkill. I'm going to cast Inner Radiance Torrent, which is such a move. And it basically is going to produce a 60-foot line in which basically just more light energy is going to pull in her hands and then essentially just like bombard an area. It's specifically firing off a storm of bolts and beams, so it looks like a bunch of things are being shot at once towards this thing, because it's like, ew, gross.
Okay.
It's gonna be a reflex save on their part.
So what, we have something going this way?
It's gonna be basically like a 60-foot line from her. Very cool. I think it's, yeah, it's
Yes,
exactly
just
like
like
a
that.
little rocket? Like that?
more like more like a hyper beam, I think is really the vibe.
Oh my god.
Let's see if I can
And
find a hyper
then
beam.
the reflex DC is going to be 19. So it has to basically try to dodge it or take it. Ooh.
There it is.
Okay, alright.
Wow. Wow.
It
Technology!
absolutely bombed that reflex save.
You feel
Please,
so
roll
powerful.
damage.
Cool.
While
can't
doing
move
its little
forward.
spinny circles, it sees the beam coming towards it and just continues spinning in panic instead of moving.
I love the idea that this thing is not actually dangerous, it's just scary and everybody just panicked. Because, ew, a bug.
I mean,
There. That's
they're all Quinstus's pets. They must be.
Yes.
well,
They're on our side.
are they?
No.
No.
Quinstus knew what she was doing.
She did put you all in here and then be
Yes.
like, run.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 12 points of
12 points of damage. Woof. Okay.
What the damage is it?
You hear it make a pained little noise.
Oh.
And
no.
pink fire kind of bursts from several points of its little armor.
I'm helping.
You are helping.
I also not apparently trying to hide that one.
I was gonna say, are you gonna roll a stealth for that one, or
No,
are
I
we just
don't think
going
I can-
full hyper beam?
I don't think you can hide the hyper beam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I misread this. This is 2 rounds? To
Oh,
cast?
you have to
Question?
charge and then fire?
I'm not.
Or is it 2 diamonds?
It's 2 diamonds, so it's
So
2
that's
actions.
It's 2
actions.
actions. You have 3 actions.
Yeah.
per turn. Yeah.
Oh, if I wanted to do a much bigger one, that's the 2 rounds, I think.
Oh, interesting. So it's like 2
You can
or 4
Kamehameha.
actions kind of thing?
I
Yeah.
can make it 120 feet long.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You can Kamehameha.
I can Kamehameha.
Hot dog.
Also, the thing is blinded for a round.
Oh,
Oh no, that's only on
now?
critical. Never mind, you're fine.
Okay, alright. That's
Sorry.
if you're on a critical.
There's
I'll
so
try and
many
remember
words in this description.
that. There are so many words in all
Welcome
of
to
the
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder Team Y.
But yeah, no, it's just 60 foot, and then I did damage. You're fine.
Yeah. No, it continues running in a little circle, except now it's a little pink fiery circle. Yenna, would you like to do anything else with your turn? You have one more action left.
I might honestly yell at them and just be like, "Get the stupid button!"
Give me a performance check to see if you can be heard.
Oh. No.
No!
It's an 8.
Oh,
no.
You guys all kind of hear this little voice, but over the fire and the pained chittering of the giant bug and the sheer adrenaline going through your guys' veins at the moment, you don't make out the words. You just
Oh.
notice that there was a sound.
well.
Meanwhile, Risen has turned to you, Yenna, and is like, who told you you could do that? There will be consequences to this. However, it is the most important character, Fluffy's turn,
Mm-hmm.
who everybody has been waiting for,
Mm-hmm.
who half the turns have queued up their turn for. Fluffy, who is immediately going to start running in the direction that Tink told it to.
Hooray!
Yeah,
In
Fluffy!
little hoppity hops.
Good
And
baby.
then I will run.
Yeah.
And then you will run. Would you like to move your guy?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have moved Fluffy in the other direction. Which way was Tink planning to run?
literally in the line that I measured. Just,
Oh yeah, you did measure a line.
just
Okay.
straight ahead.
Okay, well Fluffy is running this way then.
Do I need to stop at 30 feet, or can I just run the 60? I'm not in range anymore.
I think you can use like extra actions.
Yeah,
well,
if you
yeah, but
want
I
to-
mean, like, I'm not in a threatened range, basically, anymore. I don't think.
You are not in a threatened range anymore, no. But you can spend an action on it to run the full 60 if you would like to.
Yeah, well, I held my 2, so I'm there. I'm not touching the button. I figure that'll be a part of another action.
Like a shot out of a gun, Tink like runs. I do need an athletics or an acrobatics if you are climbing over that ledge.
I will absolutely do an acrobatics because I just rolled it and it's not amazing. So if I don't make it, that's also fine. I do need you to know if it had been an athletics, it would have been a 2 because I have no bonus.
Yum yum.
So your acrobatics is
9.
Oh, I see. How wonderful. So you are, for one, running down these stairs.
Yeah.
Initially. And that goes fine and okay. And then you're like, oh crap, that's a pretty high wall.
Yeah.
And you vault over it thinking that you're gonna look amazingly cool.
Yeah.
And you would if your foot hadn't caught on the edge of the on the edge of the wall and it sends you tumbling down.
Mhm.
You can get to here.
Okay.
Which
That's
I
fine.
believe is your 30 feet.
Yeah, something like that.
But unfortunately that fall cuts into your time. You have one action left, I believe?
No, that would be the whole action then, because I
Okay,
used one
alright.
to talk to Fluffy, so
You did.
yeah.
Can I
Okay.
also trigger my run?
You
as
can indeed
Tink
trigger
and
your run.
Fluffy?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so I've held 2 of those, so that would be 40, so about here. So yeah, I essentially bolt as like, oh, I think we're going, and I will attempt to make it probably a little past Tink, because that's 40.
I need that acrobatics or athletics roll from you too, Noelani.
Yes. Let's see. Do athletics. Jump that fence! Jump that fence! That's a 21 to jump that fence.
You jump that fence like jumping fences is your day job. For a moment, it feels like you are flying.
Yeah, I think, like, despite all of her hesitation, like, anybody, like, sees her, like, sort of take off, she's, like, it's, like, considerably nimbler on her feet than she looks to be.
She is just wonderfully fast when she gets going. Fast and graceful. But yeah, you can absolutely use the full extent of your movement that turn.
Great. And that is all I had. Yeah.
As Fluffy stops, and as you've both used your turns, Fluffy is going to use one action to kick its back legs unhappily because there's no food to where it ran to like it trusted Tink there would be.
Oh my god.
And I need both Tink, Noelani, and Gwynn to make reflex saves, please.
Aw.
I
Sorry.
can't believe
As
this
the
bunny
ground
betrayed us.
shakes beneath you.
Ugh.
It's a reflex 12 for Noelani.
26.
19.
Noelani, you are knocked prone.
Oh.
It
No.
will take a full action for you to stand up next turn.
Okay.
The rest of you are fine. But you do see that the big old centipede over here is also knocked prone. When you flip a centipede, all of its legs are in the air and they're just kind of flailing. As it tries to right itself. Yulie, it is your turn.
Yeah, so I think Yulie is really freaked out with everybody down there. She's gonna move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I think is the extent of my movement, and kind of pull a Gwynn and hide a little bit. I would like to devise a skill stratagem against the centipede. I want to make sure that we have as much information as possible to keep everybody safe. So this is a feat for assessing a foe's weakness in combat. I'm gonna make a perception check, and then depending on how I roll, you can basically tell me some information about it, about its weaknesses, or however you want to utilize that, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so because it's part of my pursuing my lead, I get a +2 to this as well. Oh, rolled really well. Okay. 29, please.
Damn, you really did roll well. Okay, so you've done a little bit of reading into this, which helps in your putting it all together once you do your perception. But it definitely seems like the joints of its legs and its underbelly are its weakest spots. But it also has been having a very adverse effect to the pink fire that's been lingering after Yenna's shots. So it stands to reason that it's particularly susceptible to that even in its armored points.
Okay. Can I do... So it's on it's prone right now, correct?
It is prone right now with its very soft underbelly in the air.
Okay.
But I will also say that with a roll like that, outside of the information on weaknesses I give you, you do see that it is wearing a collar like Fluffy was.
Right. See, that's the thing is, I don't think we should be killing this thing, right? They're all pets.
Yeah,
but
we should avoid killing, but it wants to hurt us.
Yeah, but how can we
Neutralize
incapacitate it, or...
I mean, right now it's blinded, so I feel like...
Yeah, it's blinded right now.
Right,
and
it's on its back, it's blind, so I get... Okay.
This might be as incapacitated as we get.
This might be it, dude. This might... Yeah.
You do see that it is having a really hard time righting itself. With how curved its back is, which is far more curved than a normal centipede's, it is actually struggling to rock from side to side to try and right itself because its legs are so short. It's kind of like a tortoise that's been turned over at this point.
Okay, then I did movement, I did my... Okay, so for my last action, this is gonna sound very silly, but just in case it's helpful like it was with this bunny, I want to use keen recollection to recall pertinent facts on topics that I don't actually know a whole lot about.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I can recall what this thing might be interested in food-wise. If we don't know that yet, has anybody already known that?
I mean, we tried to feed it cheese, and it doesn't seem to like it.
I did remember that. Yeah, didn't seem to go for that.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't say though. So it says you can recall pertinent facts on topics that aren't your specialty. Proficiency bonus to an untrained skill check. Oh, it's an okay. It has to be a skill check that I'm untrained in. Oh, I see. Animal handling, right? I do not have animal handling.
You do not have animal handling. That is very correct.
So I'll roll animal handling, and then instead of a +0, I get to add my level to it. Just 3. So let's go. Gambling.
Nice.
I got
big money, no whammies.
some money. I don't know. I got a 13 total.
Okay, well, with a 13, with a 13,
Yeah.
are you specifically trying to, like, figure out what this thing eats?
I'm trying to figure out if we have any options at all to endear this thing to us the same way that we did with Fluffy. I don't know when we decided that Fluffy was this thing's name, but I like it.
It is
It's called Fluffy. It's
it
on
is
its name
her
tag.
name.
It's on the tag.
It's on the name
Okay,
tag.
fantastic. Okay, it's good.
Quite frankly, while looking at it, you immediately realize that, like, this thing does not have the kind of chompers that are designed for eating anything harder than leaves.
Oh, a baby. Okay. So even if it tried
Like,
to
it's
eat us, it would be
struggling
like,
with the cheese stick that you gave it that it's been gnawing on for this entire fight and hasn't spit
Right.
out yet.
Guilty caterpillar.
Oh, okay, so it does like the cheese, it just can't chew it.
Yeah, I just can't do
Oh,
it.
Papa.
Aw.
Okay. Okay. Great. Well, that's my turn.
Your turn's information was likes cheese, can't eat
Yeah, likes cheese, is on back. Belly weakness, writes down in notes as though it'll help one day.
cheese.
Listen, the next time they throw one of Quinstus's pets at us, it
Yeah,
might.
look, she's like, this is day
Yeah.
one, dude. I need to be ready.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You relay that information to anyone else?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. She probably in like a weird mumbly kind of way. Not like she necessarily thinks that it's helpful, just like out loud observing things.
I will say that the only person then who can hear what you are out loud mumbling is Tink, who is closer to you than Gwynn is right now.
Okay, great. Tink is like, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Very like ears flick in your direction, like what?
Like a cat?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. If elf ears are not like cat ears, what is the point?
Yeah,
that's
There is
my
no point.
pitch.
Elf
That's my
ears equal
pitch.
cat ears.
Yeah.
100%. Yulie, is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No, that's my whole turn. Thank you
Well,
very much,
okay.
Bows.
Del, you're up. Tink, go for it.
Can't believe you called him his Christian name.
Yeah, I know, I'm so sorry. I saw it in the turn order, and I just got so used to calling him that for a little while.
Yeah. But I don't know when, but you know.
Yeah, you know, the when we never played this game before. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Tink is gonna book it to that button.
And book it to that button, son.
Okay, let me just double check my movement. Okay, I only have 30 feet, so I can't. Okay, I would like to break up my movement. Would you allow me to stop and, like, basically help Noelani up? So it's like a half action or something for her to get up on her turn. He's not just
Yeah,
gonna,
sure.
like, book it right past her. That seems really mean.
Yeah, I'll allow you to aid it so it's like a half action if you want.
Okay, so yeah, he'll
Okay.
like run up to Noelani and be like, "Okay, come on, get up. Let's get the fuck out of here," and like
Yes,
not
yes.
really wait, and then
Yeah.
run over. And I honestly, okay, now that I'm on the platform, does it look like it's gonna move?
Roll perception.
Oh, thank God. 25.
So now that you are so close to the platform and you can see it a little bit better, the grooves in it do appear a lot deeper than the last platform that you were on. And as you peer closer, you can see the delicate workings of gears inside. You get the impression that if this platform doesn't fly in the air like the last one. It definitely does something when that button's pressed.
Okay, okay. In that case, I think he will, ready in action just in case this thing tries to right itself and come at him, because he's not about that. But he will, have something in his hand and ready in action to throw something if the centipede manages to right itself, and just shout, "This one's gonna move. We all have to get on it." And I will hold my turn.
So you want to hold an action to press the button for when?
Not hold an action to press the button. I will hold an
Okay.
action to potentially throw something if the centipede rights itself. If it doesn't, I will forfeit that action.
Okay, alright.
And that is my turn.
In which case, Noelani, you've just been helped to your feet. You lose half an action, but you still have 2.5 left.
Okay. I will I'm on my feet now, so I use the rest of that half action to sort of get up, or is that what we sort of
No,
decided?
you're on your feet and half an action has been taken.
Okay, perfect. Great. So, I look around. I mean, this centipede's like right there. It's kind of spooky to be here. But you know, Tink sort of says like we need everybody here. So I will use one action to start moving, or do I want to sort of wait for everybody and just kind of like, come on.
That is a question only you can answer, Noelani.
That is true. That is so true. Cool. Yeah, you know what? I will stay. I think I want to stay. I want to use or I'm gonna hold two actions if permitted. One action I'm gonna hold to help people as they're sort of like running to me, sort of as the like middle person to the group to sort of like, okay, like one more, let's go. And then I will hold another action once Gwynn and Yulie are past me. I will run to the platform.
Okay. So you're gonna hold till Yulie runs past.
Or the last, whichever of the two ends up last, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that the one action can sort of boost them as needed, and then my one action is my 20 feet of movement. That will get me to where Tink currently is right now, assuming everything goes okay.
Yep. No, that'll work out. Cool. Okay, so you will hold it till then. In which case, it is the centipede's turn. Who is incredibly prone and legs are kind of just flailing in the air at this point. It started to make a sad noise.
Don't do
Just a
this,
sad little
Jess.
honk.
Oh, leave it alone.
And you see its legs just kind of stop flailing as though it's kind of given up and it's just on its back for a while now. However, those spines that it shot earlier, that had embedded themselves in the ground near where Yulie and Gwynn are, start to give off a slight glow. I need both Yulie and Gwynn to give me reflex saves, please.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Don't sound quite so resigned. I'm only gonna hurt you a little bit.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh.
Poor Gwyn.
I know, right?
Are you the
I'm
only
sorry,
one that's taken damage this whole time?
Yeah, this whole
buddy.
all these sessions, yes.
Aw.
Oh, Gwyn.
So sorry, was it fortitude?
Reflex,
No, it
yeah?
was reflex.
Okay. Okay, that's slightly better. Uh, 18.
Okay. So we've got an 18 versus a natural 20. Which means that Gwyn, you unfortunately are going to be taking full damage from this.
Yeah.
And Yulie, you will be taking half.
Okay.
That is 12 points in total. So Gwyn, you take 12 points of damage.
It's
And
quite
Yulie, you
damn.
take 6. As the spines that had been shot earlier explode into several shards.
Oh no.
Yulie, I
I'm
will
at 2.
also need a constitution save from you.
Okay.
Gwyn, are you down?
No, I'm at 2.
Okay, alright, you're
buddy.
2. You're fine! You're fine!
Wins.
I can heal at range, right?
I
believe you
sure can, unless throwing, much like Baldur's Gate, throwing a potion. In which
I
case, maybe I
can.
can help you.
I don't know if we're close enough. Oh, you're just out of range. You want to move 1 square back towards me? Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I don't even think Gwyn
as the
knows you're there
centipede
yet.
flails, it's Gwyn's turn.
I
Okay,
got a
I do
nat
so
one
need
on
a
my con
constitution
save,
save
by the
from
way.
Yulie, please. Sorry,
I
yeah.
already did it. It was a nat 1.
Oh, beautiful. You take another point of poison damage, please. Thank you. You are also
Okey-doke.
poisoned and will take a point of damage every turn.
Oh shit, do I need to take, did I do a constitution for that, or was I already poisoned?
You were already
Is this double
poisoned.
poison?
This is
Okay,
It's not double poison. You just still take the 1 poison damage.
okay, so I added that in, so I am at 2. So, yeah, I guess people are running to the thing. I don't think that Gwyn even knows that Yenna's over here yet.
Oh no.
So, God. I don't have much. So I think Gwen's gonna just try to make a break for it because nothing is safe here.
Okay.
And she use all of her actions, or as many actions as she can, I guess. I guess I'll need to do like an acrobatics check as well to get over the wall.
You will indeed.
Is athletics okay?
Athletics is fine.
Okay. Just want to check with my again. Oh no. Sorry, I was trying to drag. Basically 60 if I do a double move. So yeah, so she'll hop down, and I'll do athletics instead of acrobatics because that's slightly better.
And I'm in the middle point, so you see me sort of motioning. So hopefully that will grant
Okay.
some help.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that's not the worst. That athletics was a 21 total. Do I also face plant?
You do not face plant with a 21 athletics. No, you managed to do that
Yay.
vault fairly neatly and you stick the landing. The sand's a bit harder to move in, but it's nothing that you didn't put yourself through on the lower platform anyway. So feel free to use the rest of your movement to take you to that button.
Okay. I tried to do it on Twitch again. So yeah, I'll sort of haggardly run past you, Noelani, and try to get up to Tink. And I think I at least made it to Tink. And yeah, they look like shit.
Beautiful, wonderful. Not that Gwyn looks like shit, but beautiful, wonderful that you are that near the platform. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I don't know. Actually, just checking. Oh, okay. You know what? Just to be safe, I want to try casting sleep. If I have enough action. If not, I totally understand. But
How many actions does sleep take? Should tell you.
I'm looking. I can see the icon. It just says, it looks like one. It says what?
Well then, yeah, it's one action. And you have one action left, so go for
Or
it.
did I read that as... Did I misread that? Sorry, I'm just making sure that I didn't misread. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I will try casting sleep on it. Since it's
Okay.
still on its back and distracted and I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Right.
Sleep is a good solution.
Sleep is a good solution.
So it just needs to make a will save.
Yep, I am.
Or like just go to sleep.
doing-
Like
Yeah,
don't
or
bother.
it could just
let
fail.
it go to
You
bed.
could just fail the will save
Yeah.
and just go to sleep.
You just want me to not make you feel bad with this creature flailing on its back and screaming sadly.
Yeah.
I also just don't want to get hit anymore by it.
Very fair. Luckily, it absolutely bombed that save, so yes, you hear like the little whining noise that it's making that was getting more and more pathetic just gets kind of quiet, and then there is a soft rumbling noise that it's just gone to sleep, and it's snoring. And instead of it being a honk shoe, it's definitely a me 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 me.
Weird.
But the creature it was prone to begin with, so it just kind of goes limp and curls up into a little ball as it goes to sleep.
I think she'll like look over and be like, I hate to ask this again, but got any potions?
Yeah. No, I can get you something.
I'll start like rummaging in his bag.
Yenna, you're up.
Cool. How high is the platform off of the other platform? Like where I am to down?
Your viewing station is 10 feet in the air.
Oh, I'm jumping down.
Beautiful.
You can't stop me.
I didn't roll any sort of initiative for the professor because I didn't think that you were going to hop off the platform, but here we go.
Let's go.
I would like you to roll a reflex save just to try and avoid him grabbing you.
Cool, I'm okay at this. Yeah, I'm great at this. Total is going to be, can I do math? 25.
Oh, yeah, no, you absolutely managed to duck out of Professor Isen's grasp.
No touchy.
He reaches out to try and keep you on the platform, and you are just already gone. Give me an acrobatics roll. This will be one full action to jump off the platform.
Okay, that's probably fine. Ooh.
If
Okay.
athletics is any better, you can also roll athletics.
It's definitely not. It's a -1.
Oh boy, okay.
Okay, acrobatics. 22.
Perfect. So you managed to hit the ground at a running start. What would you like to do? Are you running with everybody else? Are you doing anything in particular?
Well, I guess. So this is the thing I don't actually know. I don't think is like how far can I travel?
You should have your movement speed on your character sheet.
25 feet. Okay, and is running that like going to eat one of my actions? 'Cause that's the other thing.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I can't get into touch range though. I think I can only heal at range with 2 actions. I didn't realize that the jumping down was going to be its own action, which I guess makes sense with the system.
Yeah, you can double up on movement actions, but it'll still take another action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of spend your entire move. Sorry, your entire
And there is
turn.
that wall there. Just beyond Yulie, you're gonna have to hop a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I guess we're just gonna run. I might as well just use the action at that point since I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Else. Yep.
Join us.
Join the Black Parade.
So I jump down, and that was an action, and then I have to jump again to get to here.
No, it's the one by the wall, by the statues, but that's.
Yeah, the one by
so
the
just
statues
wall.
is a big drop.
Oh, okay. So that is an action, and then running is the rest of the action. So
Yeah, but can I get an athletics or an acrobatics for that drop down, please?
sure. 20.
Putting everybody else to shame, you once again hit the floor. The as I said, the sand is a bit more unstable than what you're used to. And you're maybe not wearing the right shoes for this, because they are definitely full of sand right now.
It's fine.
But you are good to carry on running.
Cool. So that was what? There, 15 feet, so I can do 10 more. Here. That's good enough. Try not to die in the next round. It'd be really great if you could just not die.
I don't worry, I definitely can heal her. Fingers crossed. Enough.
I'll
I'm
only hit 1 hit point in the next turn.
I
should be okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
only one
try.
hit point.
No, I go before that. Thank you very much. I just need to roll probably above a 15. So that's fine.
Neat.
It's fine.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn, Yenna?
I can't. I'm out of actions.
Yeah, you're out of actions. Okay, cool. In which case, it's Fluffy's turn, who is very upset that when told to run to one edge of the arena, didn't receive anything from Tink. So is going to run back over. Yeah, that's the extent of the movement. And is just going to thump on the ground unhappily again. So once more I need reflex saves from you all. And by you all, I mean you all. Yenna, you are also now in range of this.
Oh no.
Cool.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's better now.
Oh no.
Replay.
Nice.
Brother!
Oh no! Oh no!
No!
Fine. Wait, what's my plus for that? Oh, it locked me out. Let's go.
I like how it locked you all the way out.
Yeah, it was like, well, that roll was shit, so we're calling it a day, right?
Amazing.
Wow, it really was like it's time to call it a day there, huh?
I got an 11.
Got an 11.
Yarp.
Yeah, with an 11, you do unfortunately land on your ass.
Smiles.
You're a little prone, Yulie. I'm sorry.
Just a tiny bit
A
prone.
tiny bit prone,
Just for
just
a
a little. Yeah, it'll take an action for you to get up on your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm also
You are also
flat
prone
on
to.
my ass.
Yeah, you are absolutely flat on your ass. Yeah, so conveniently, you are also still on the platform that has the button on it, so you can either take an action to get up, or I would just allow you to reach out and smack it. That's still an option. But you can no longer continue looking through your bag for potions.
That's rude. I can
You
still do
fell
that
over.
on. I can still do that on my ass. In fact, that would only aid with it.
Hey. The rest
Hey.
of Fluffy's action is just taken up, giving you guys puppy eyes. Yulie, go for it.
Yeah, go for it, girl. I stand up.
Nice,
Beautiful.
nice.
One action down. Yep.
Nice.
Nice. I burp and burp. Must I?
Give me that acrobatics athletics roll, please.
Acrobatics it is. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no.
All right. Well,
You are just a little guy.
Like, poop.
falls on ass, I guess.
Yulie, and like you just kind of roll over the top of the lip of the drop, being like, I'll be able to make this landing. It is way further down than you are expecting it to be, and you just kind of flop.
Bro, I got knocked over, got up, dusted myself off, was like, okay. Rolled over, land on my ass, look up to see a cute girl there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look up to see a
Cute.
cute girl there. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I stand up again. How much movement do I have left?
You have like your normal movement.
Okay. Yeah. 5, 10, 20, I've only got 25. I'm gonna come stand next to Noelani.
Yeah, I'm like,
For safety in numbers.
yeah, come on.
Yeah, Noelani makes me feel safe. Okay. God, I'm what's going on with the button? I'm so sorry.
I'm just sitting on it at this point. Not on it, next to it.
We haven't pressed it yet.
We have not
No.
pressed it. No.
Do we want to press it?
Once we don't know how fast this platform's gonna move.
Yeah, Tink said everybody come to the platform before I press this.
Yeah.
Okay, do we all want to be like together? Like in a little clusto or
Hell yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
okay, so
Like-
then I'll move
like the
more
chair.
then.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the graces of the DM here, but it's about to be, the top of the round. I held my action to wait for Yulie, and and now that Yenna's here, I'm like, oh, she's. Are you back? You're coming with us? Come on, and
Well, I can use because I've used 2 actions worth of movement. I can just use my last action to get as close to the button as possible.
You use an
Yeah.
action to stand.
Cut up. Okay.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. I pose, and that's my.
Posing is a free action.
Posing is a free
I
action.
pose.
Nobody
I
saw
try-
that.
I try to scoop up the last of my pride.
Yeah. Noelani, you can see Noelani. Like, nobody saw it, don't worry.
Pulling together the last threads of your dignity is a free action. Tink,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I continue rummaging through my things.
Did you not fall over? Or
I did.
Are you just
Yeah.
I did
fall
fall
over?
over.
Your
I
arms still in the
resume.
back?
I resume.
So you're not gonna bother to stand up. You're just gonna resume.
I don't need to stand up to do what I need to do. I don't need to move anywhere. I might need to
Roll.
stand up, to be fair.
Roll diplomacy on the DM, Squints.
I'm
You're dealing with a bunch of glass bottles while lying down.
I'm not lying down. Fine,
You're
I'll stand up.
lying down.
I'll stand
You're
up.
Prone.
I'll stand
What do you
up.
think prone means?
Okay. Thank you. Chat says I can crawl as an action. Thank you very much.
You can crawl as an action. You absolutely can.
I'm not going
But that's
to.
not what we're talking about.
No, I'll stand up and keep looking through my things.
Okay, you're one action down.
Thank you. So instead of, I'm sure much to Gwynn's delight, Tink actually pulls out like a little like travel medical kit, like something that you would see the like first year clerics use, kind of thing. And he is just gonna like pull out some bandages and be like, just stand still for a minute, okay?
Alright.
And I'm going to use my battle medicine feat, which hopefully means that I can heal you quite a bit more than a minor health potion, if I roll well enough. So basically, I only get to do this once, and then I just need to look up treat wounds. So according to, I'm going to simplify this down for DM, and then you can let me know. But basically, a medicine check is usually DC 15. The GM may adjust it based on circumstances, such as treating a patient in a storm, blah, blah, blah. But this is like, specifically my feat lets me do this as a turn in battle. I can only do it once per person, once it's successful. And yeah, effectively, if I hit the DC, whatever I roll, you will heal. So you'll heal at least 15 if it works, is basically the pitch.
Ooh, that'll be good.
I am not an expert in healing. I am simply trained. So.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
gonna keep the DC at 15 as is.
Okay. Okay, and I'm getting the corresponding hit points from chat, so it's 2d8 on 15 or 48 if I crit. So, I don't think I'll, well, I mean, maybe I'll crit. That would be nice.
Knock on wood.
Hey! Okay, it's a really good medicine roll.
Yay!
So that will be a 23 total.
Ooh.
So I will roll you. It's just I only have like lesser, like the
That's
smallest
okay.
healing potion, so this will be much better.
Yeah. It's fine.
Hopefully.
Gwyn has like lesser potion levels of health points, so
Yeah, right?
yeah.
I did heal 5 because I rolled
I'll take
1 on one of them.
I'm not complaining.
5 is great. For the first day of class, it's great.
And then I can also give you another minor elixir, and that'll be 1d6 plus 1.
Okay, and does that help negate the poison too?
That's a question for DM.
Which minor elixir are you using?
It is the elixir of life. It's yeah. So it's health.
It gives you a bonus to saving throws against diseases and poisons for 10 minutes.
So I guess the
Okay.
next time you... So it would still... Unless you can drink it on my turn, it would still affect you in full on your turn.
Yeah, you would still get a full effect from your current poisoning, but I would allow you to roll another Constitution save on your turn.
Okay.
Fortitude save. Oh my god.
No, you're doing great. You're doing
Pathfinder
amazing.
Warring
sweetie.
in my brain.
And so yeah, he'll like shove a little like glass vial into your a little glass vial. I'm gonna do that every time.
little
It's
glass vial?
Never really annoying. is gonna shove a little glass
Oh,
vial into your hand
guys.
and be like,
A
and
little glass vial?
that's
No.
that's it.
Sorry, the
Um,
DM is making Repo the genetic opera jokes.
always a repo
Always.
joke. Yeah, and that'll be my very condensed 3 actions for my full turn.
Beautiful and wonderful. In which case, we move on to Noelani.
I mean, I'm gonna move up. I think we're moving towards the platform. So I'm gonna attempt that. But before I do that, I'm gonna take a peek. Is our centipede still asleep? Can I take a look at
Yeah,
it?
the centipede is still asleep. It is
Great.
napping quite happily.
Great.
Every so often, a couple of its legs kind of kick like it's dreaming.
It really concerns me that we're not out of combat.
Yeah, I mean, Fluffy could go
I know.
ballistic any minute.
Yep.
Fluffy's
but
very
yeah.
angry at you guys for no treats.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. You can't have my hand.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move over here. Just join us at the platform. You know. Okay, here we are.
The hidden boss of this round is actually Risen, who is so mad at Yenna right now.
Person can fight me.
Everybody's mad at us, dude.
And as I jog up, I'll sort of like point towards behind me. It's like, okay, Yulie's coming, and I think Yenna's back. So, just 2 more. I think we're good.
Okay.
And that's it. I don't think I need anything else this round. I look at Gwynn and probably is like, are you gonna be okay? But I don't have any healing.
Just shows genuine concern. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
reaction. Yeah.
Gwyn just has the most half-hearted shrug and is keeping a very wary eye on the thing that gored her 1 level lower.
Right.
Gwyn does not like this rabbit, in case that wasn't clear last week.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's my turn.
Okay. In which case, it's the centipede's turn. In which snoring takes place. And I would like you all to roll perception.
Okay.
All of us?
Yeah.
Brother, why do I keep getting logged out?
Oh.
You're not in the activity hard enough.
No. Guys, I wish I never rolled that nat 20. How cursed am I?
Oh no.
Fine.
Bro, I'm getting you dice. Like
It does feel like we're
Christ.
just flipping a coin.
Yeah. Okay, is that everybody?
Maybe.
Cool, cool, cool. Beautiful and wonderful. Everybody except for Yulie. I hate saying that as much as you hate hearing it, Yulie.
No, it's fine.
You notice that for all that this little guy is asleep, what's that out the corner of your eye? Did that sand just move?
There's another one.
No.
Ah!
Well, the 3 of us are on the platform, so I guess maybe there's that. Oh no! Come on! And Noelani's like motioning at the 2 of them to get over here.
You see movement just behind Fluffy. And then in a split second, lightning fast, just the way that this little guy had been before you put him to sleep, several of those needles fly out of the sand. I need Fluffy, Noelani, Gwynn, and Tink to make a saving throw for me, please. Give me a reflex save.
How very dare you?
You're welcome.
You could have let us out.
You're gonna let us go.
You could have let us go.
We have
could've.
wooden weapons.
You do. Not that you've used them, but you do.
My crossbow doesn't even have any bolts.
Just throw the crossbow at the nearest.
Yeah, it's actually an improvised weapon.
I love the idea that like Yenna's gonna run up and like pull a real knife out. Like, be the only person properly armed in this arena.
That is so in character for Yenna specifically.
Yeah. Has healing spells, does not use them, just fight.
just knife.
Only fight.
Brings knife to every kind of fight.
She does actually just keep her corset knife on her. That is her whole point.
Okay, alright, cool. So as the needles fly through the air towards you, you all manage to duck, hearing them sailing overhead and landing quite safely in the sand behind you.
How far away in the sand behind us?
Directly behind the turn order, because I said so. Oh, you can just about see it on stream.
Yeah, you mean directly behind the turn order on the stream screen.
Yes, I do. But please remember that the last time there were these needles, they did explode.
That's why I'm asking. What's the
You are
blast
all-
radius?
You are all within the blast radius of last time. And with that, the ground goes completely still and the sand settles. Gwynn, what are you doing with all of your newfound health?
I guess. Okay, so Tig's speed, and the Fluffy didn't get hit at all.
Fluffy
and...
dodged. You're all good.
Okay.
Fluffy's not very happy about having to have dodged, but did dodge.
Oh gosh, I think she might just hold her action for the time being to see like if anyone gets close, maybe she can assist. I think that's probably the smartest thing she can do at the moment. Oh, I guess besides, well, she takes one poison.
Yep, and a Constitution save.
Right, gotta do Constitution. Uh-oh. Sorry, Fortitude, Reflex, or Will? Fortitude?
Sorry, Fortitude, yes.
Fortitude, and you'll get that
the,
bonus from the
Yeah,
healing
the
potion.
Elixir of Life gives you a +1 bonus.
Okay. Okay, so that's 12. So I think it failed. So I think it just took another point of damage. Is that what happened?
No, you don't take another point of damage, but on your next turn you will.
Okay.
The poison is sustained.
Yeah. Okay. So she'll. Okay, I'm just gonna not have caps lock on. And yeah, I think she's gonna hold her turn and wait to see if anyone needs help as we're getting ready to push the button on the platform.
Okay. In which case, Yenna, what are you up to?
Gonna run
You literally
over.
just had Pretty Lady Yulie fall at your feet.
And then get up and dust themselves off and run away.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think Yenna assumes that she has to be one of the people touching the thing. She's not actually a participant. Like, she's not playing the game. So probably is going to actually run over to be next to Yulie. as the one person that like still needs to get to the place they need to go. Because bad things are happening. I should be able to go just in front of her, between her and the bad thing that's in the ground still. Oh god. Where's the controls? There we go. So I'm gonna kind of like get over here. And then I think I'm still within 30 feet, so I will heal Gwynn, because Gwynn's still looking kind of rough, if I remember correctly. She's got like 5 points of healing.
Correct.
So.
5 points? I'll take it.
No, that's what you had, right?
Oh, I'm up to 6.
You're at 6.
So
Okay,
close.
yeah, you're still not doing great. So yeah, I will go ahead and do concentrate, which will use the rest of my actions to heal you. How much does this even heal? 1d8. Okay. Uh, 6.
I will take it. That's my health doubled.
Wow.
I'll live to see another level.
It would be so
Oh,
depressing if one
wait.
of us died in here.
Next episode takes place in the infirmary.
Yeah.
Is that 8 on top of the d8?
What's that?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out if it's 8 flat or 8 on top of the d8, because it might be 8 more.
What's
jeez.
the phrasing?
Spell has a range of 30 feet. If you're healing a living creature, increase the hit points restored by 8.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
is it just plus 8?
I think it's just a straight 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
It sounds like a straight 8.
Straight 8
I'll add
or
2
8
more.
on top of the d8 that I rolled normally when it's touch?
I think just
I
a
think it's just going to the
straight 8.
maximum. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you roll the d8. That sounds like it's just straight 8.
It doesn't say 2-8 though, which it says by 8.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. So like I think it's just a coincidence that it's a D8 and an 8. I think it's just like the spell heals 8. And then if you were to normally like treat wounds or heal somebody, it's a 1d8.
Yeah, I'm kind of squinting at it too. But let's
Grammatically,
just go
that
with
is
an 8.
incorrect. That's the thing. It's like grammatically, it sounds like it's plus 8
Okay.
on top of the d8.
Well,
But that I'm not
okay.
sure.
What's the spell? Sorry.
It's just heal.
Okay.
Yeah, and so normally it's a 1d8. So
Oh no, then I think it's just 1d8.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
when I'm concentrating, it says restore by 8.
Oh.
Increase it by 8. So it's
Oh, the extra healing for the 2-action version increases by 8. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's 1d8
Yeah.
plus 8. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 8 more. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yay.
you also get a basic fortitude save. Sedona.
Oh, yay.
So you get to roll your fortitude again.
I will do that real quick.
But yeah,
I
it
failed.
is increased the hit points restored by 8. So you
Yeah.
are correct, Dani. It is plus 8.
Yay. Yeah. Nice. No, thank you very much. But I failed my fortitude save. That was a
Again?
That was a 4.
That sounds like a plus 1. Oh.
Yeah.
It's a there. No, it's very much a no.
And what you guys
situation.
succeed?
Just stop throwing stuff at
Yeah,
us.
stop throwing stuff
Well,
at us and let us get off the
baby.
platform. And
Well,
then
you'd
we'll
be bored if I
succeed.
didn't.
You are fully in charge of this.
I love bullying my friends consensually.
Yeah. You like that?
Cool. Is there? You've done that was a 2-action version, wasn't it? So you've done your 3 actions for your turn.
Yes, that is everything I can do.
Beautiful and wonderful. In which case, it is Fluffy's turn. And Fluffy is still very upset. And in being upset,
Come on, bud.
Fluffy thought that there was an arrangement.
I didn't realize there was an arrangement. I thought you figured out there was no food.
Fluffy is going to come over here.
You like can't even fit in there.
Yeah, he can't even fit, but he squidges through and is going to pick up Tink. So Tink, if you can give me a reflex save, see if you can avoid being picked up.
Okay. Sorry, the captions just were like, "We're signing you out." It's like, but guys,
We're being cyberbullied by our tech
I'm being
today.
cyberbullied by Google. So a reflex save was a reflex? You said?
Yeah,
Or-
reflex
okay.
save.
Oh. Not one of my best ones, but not one of my worst. It's a 14.
In which case, you have thoroughly been picked up. I regret to inform you.
Picked up
You are
how?
picked up by Fluffy. Just like very gently,
Okay.
like by the back of your collar, and then just kind of shaken. You know, like how a cat will pick up a toy and just shake it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fluffy kind of does that with you.
Oh God.
To see if food comes out.
That's kind of violent, actually.
No, it's not. It's not like a violent shake.
I
It's
don't
not like a
know,
proper
man.
cat will kill it.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
so
definitely
not
like
like a
little
cat shaking something.
Yeah, no, not like that.
I just
Like-
watched Tuna throw a mouse across the hallway.
Just like that vibe, but it's a rabbit, guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that.
I don't know.
I mean,
I've
you say
met
it's
rabbits.
a rabbit, but it eats halflings and has sharp teeth.
It does eat halflings. It does have sharp teeth. But
And
yeah,
rabbits are
Fluffy.
assholes.
But its name is Fluffy, and it shakes you a little bit. Does any food fall out?
I mean, I don't have any more food, to my knowledge.
Yeah. So no food falls out, which means you immediately get spit out again.
Listen, I'm sorry. Okay, that was it.
That was everything. He like shows his like empty hands.
Fluffy, who has used all of his actions, is just gonna put puppy eyes on Tink, because puppy eyes are a free action. And it is Yulie's turn.
All right, buddy, get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure was a noise you just made.
And Yulie went careening across the map.
I adjusted my glasses. They had the anime reflection, and then I ran. Not that far.
Mhm.
And I guess I'd like to hold my other two actions as movement actions, in case for some reason we gotta run to a secondary location after we
Yeah.
press this button.
That is fair.
So fair. Good press the button.
But Yenna,
It's fine. I'm not playing. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
want
but
you-
unfortunately we haven't communicated that.
yeah, and I don't want you to get scarfed by a centipede
Or a
I'm s-
rabbit that eats halflings.
or a rabbit that eats halflings. Gestures.
To be fair, if anything happens to Yenna, Rizen's losing his fucking job. So
Yeah.
Well, we don't know
I'm
that.
really aware of this.
But we don't. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know who she is.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's true.
And Noelani
okay,
communicated, like, surely she's joined us back in. She's back in the team.
Yeah, I'll run over, look at the button, look at everybody else. Are we pressing it? What's happening?
Are you holding the rest of your turn?
It depends on what you say, dude.
Because I think Tink's just gonna look at Yenna and be like, "Hey, are you coming or not?
Do I have to?
I don't know. Do you want to?"
I mean, there's a lot of things here. Gestures.
If it makes anything any better, Risen absolutely is yelling, Yenna, get back here!
Push the button to win the game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
I press the button.
Well, thank you.
Okay, you press the button.
I press the button.
Alright. You feel the platform below you starts to rotate where the button is encapsulated. and then gently starts to rise. It's not rising quickly. I will say that. But it's rising quickly enough. You've probably got a few turns.
No turns.
No.
Lie down.
Yeah. We're on the
Do
platform.
what?
We're gonna wait for the
Curls up in
elevator.
a ball.
Yeah.
Try to dodge more exploding spines, apparently.
Oh
Quick
my
5 minutes
God.
galore.
I don't know. You guys have an engineer. Maybe you should figure it out.
Wow. Okay. Can I try and make it go faster?
I don't know. Can you? It's still Yulie's turn. Yulie, are you doing anything else with your turn?
I'm holding my last action in case there's a secondary location.
Okay. Secondary location. Got it. What's up, smart guy? What you gonna do now?
All right. Does this thing go any faster? It's a
I don't know.
28.
Does this thing go any faster? Theoretically, yeah, it could go faster. It's obviously running on a gear system.
Okay. Can I see if there's anything visible that's like, I don't know, inhibiting it as a safety measure or something?
Roll perception.
Okay. It's a 22.
So the more it rises, the more that you see that there is a limiter that appears to be set on the side of it that is definitely slowing down the amount that these gears are turning. You can just about see it through a gap in the stone that is left to like make room for that rotation motion. You get the impression that it needs to rotate a certain amount of times, the platform does, before it will raise, kind of like unscrewing a bottle cap.
Okay.
And the limiter is making that a slower process. It looks like it's just a piece of machinery that you could pop out fairly easily.
But if it spins too fast, we will definitely all go flying off of it.
Yeah.
That seems like a problem for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he doesn't know how fast is too fast. Tink sits for not as long as you would expect someone to, because it's still his turn, before getting clearly impatient and looking into this. And just goes like, do you think it should be faster? I think it could go faster. I don't know how much faster is, though.
I mean, she gestures over to the spines. Those will blow up soon.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
then
that makes sense.
I guess everybody should hang on just in
Hang
case.
on.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything to hang on to, DM?
DM, can we free action hang on?
You can absolutely reaction hang on. I'll let you do that. Don't worry.
Nice.
Like you are all within the vicinity of it. I am gonna nudge Yulie over a little bit though.
Okay.
Bring you down here.
Everybody hold hands.
It's a little difficult, but yeah, there are grooves in like the carved areas that you could hold on to. It's also a big enough platform for you all kind of not comfortably fit on, but you can squish.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love to roll to fuck with that limiter and just get the fuck out of here.
Give me a crafting.
Can't wait to go on the teacups.
Can't wait to go on the
That's cool.
teacups.
All I'm hearing in my head right now is the song Sabotage.
That's a crafting 15. Not my best work.
It moves a little bit. And instead of the finesse that you were trying to get it to, where you were like, oh, I've moved it a bit and it won't go too fast, it pops the fuck out. And it flies across the sand.
Okay.
And you guys are immediately spinning like you're on one of those spinning rides that's going way too fast.
Oh my god.
I need you all to roll a reflex save,
Yulie
please.
is shrieking.
You know we're on your side, right, DM?
Yeah, we're all playing this game together. We're friends.
Am I also reflex saving?
No, you're fine. You're not on the thing.
Cool. Fantastic.
They're on the spinning speed trap of death over there.
This is why I asked the questions that I asked, and I did it all anyway.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yulie can finish this for us.
The dice give me good rolls exactly when they mean to.
The dice are never late. They're never early.
It really is like a
You're
coin
always right
toss
on
with your
time.
dice, though. It's like really good or oh no.
Yeah, give me some 12s sometimes, man, you know?
Like you're for sure rolling a d20 and not a d2.
Yeah,
Gwynn,
I
I
swear.
need a reflex from you as well.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
No worries.
Watch me roll bad. Nice, I rolled bad.
Me too, don't worry.
Oh, wrong one.
What was your bad roll?
17.
Not that bad at all, honestly.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's not
I
bad
don't
at
know,
all.
like I don't know. The last time I rolled sub 20, I got murdered.
Oh no.
That is fair. You did. However, consider it's Tink who goes flying this time.
Yep.
Oh no.
No.
Tinker, like, I had a plan, and then you're off.
Oh.
He's second, he is gone the next.
Oh no.
And it's precisely the moment that the platform itself starts to rise. Like it's unscrewed the cap, and now it's shooting upwards.
Can I try to grab on?
And or can we reflex grab him?
Yeah,
Like,
go for
I was
it.
holding my turn, so
Yeah, those of you who are holding your turn, I will allow you both to roll a reflex save to grab.
yay.
I wasn't holding my turn, so I will. But yeah, if there's any reaction after that I can assist with, I'm here.
Yeah, you might need to like hold on to our weak asses. So is it sorry, another reflex you said?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
It comes in clutch when it needs to, I guess.
Okay, and now give me a strength to see if you can hold him back on.
Oh no.
Like you've got him, you're just dangling there right now.
Okay.
I mean, I can try and grab something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh,
Gwynn
it's
is
that
scra-
potion.
Oh!
I have +0, by the way. So
What's a good roll? I know. I think we pretty much all of us except Noelani have a +0.
It takes a little finagling, but you manage to get him back on the platform. Tink, you
Great.
just saw your life kind of flash before your eyes as you were flung off of one of your own creations.
Poor man.
Is this what Hubery feels like?
Am I Icarus? Have I flown too
Yeah, are
close
you
to the
Icarus?
sun?
Did you fly too close to the sun? You're having like a revelation of maybe you should think more before you build things.
No, he's not.
Um,
Don't pin that on me. He's just like, oh, glad that worked out.
Oh my god.
One day this boy is gonna build up some he's not. He won't.
not.
I don't know what I'm saying. I
No.
don't know why I'm saying it.
Nope.
We all know how this story ends.
No, we don't. We've never been here
Really?
before.
No,
I'm going to call that your entire turn though, Tink.
That's so fair. I think that's
Noelani.
extremely fair.
Yeah.
You are all starting to float upwards. I'll say you're about 10 feet-ish off the ground now. I will just throw it out there, you still got rope.
What do we need rope for?
I don't know if you wanted to lasso Yenna.
I'm not lassoing Yenna. She said to go.
Yeah. She said leave.
All right.
Yeah,
In
I
which
will use my
case-
turn. In my turn, in general, I think I'm trying to hold on and maybe sort of be ready to reflex if anybody else seems to be leaving the platform.
Leaving the platform not of their own free will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no one is leaving the platform not of their own free will at this point. Yenna, are you sure you want to stay behind?
Now
Did we
that
lose it?
now that they're actively leaving, it's like, oh, okay. It's not my turn, so I can't really do anything about it.
No.
No.
I'm asking you a question, but before. You're right. I should end the battle before you make your answer.
Maybe. In combat, I have no choice but to stand here for 6 more seconds.
No. You are good. You are absolutely good.
Yeah. No, if combat is over, she should be like, oh, wait.
You said push the button.
I didn't think that's what was going to happen.
You are passing overhead, at which point I will say you can all see from your vantage point the way that the spikes are starting to glow again, as though they're about to explode, and Fluffy is hunkering down like he's gonna do a big jump.
I mean, Fluffy jumps real high. Like, real
Oh.
high.
Oh god.
You would have watched Fluffy jump up, like, I think 150 feet. That's how we got up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got up here, and there's like a.
It's
you
enough.
saw us maneuver a saddle.
It is enough to get
Oh,
you to the next platform, Yenna.
There's another platform.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Just feel like really beleaguered. Just I don't want to climb on the giant bunny. And we'll run over and if allowed, we'll just be like looking at the bunny, being like, okay.
I think if you have a little sweet, you will have no problem.
Can I have like stolen muffins or something from the breakfast spread?
Yeah, that's exactly what Tink did, so of course you can.
Fantastic.
I won't even make you roll for it because I'm sure if you saw Tink stuffing muffins in a pocket, you'd have done the same thing. Yenna has a sweet tooth.
Yenna famously only eats cake, so
Yeah.
yeah, so it would just be like, I brought Danishes. Just holding out
Immediately there is a
Danish.
giant fluffy head in your pockets.
Oh god.
But you can climb on his back.
Yeah. We'll do this very gingerly. Just seems like absolutely not cool with this. It's
The
just like,
moment that
"Ugh."
you are situated on the back of Fluffy, you are in the air. You gave him treats, you're in the air.
Oh, okay.
Which
This
is
is
just
interesting
as well,
bartering
because
system.
as the platform and Fluffy rise, you hear the explosion of those needles go off.
Mm-hmm. I no longer feel bad about shooting them.
You are safely out of blast radius. And the last platform that you come to, as Fluffy lands heavily, and the platform that you are raising on, the rest of you comes to a stop gently against the side of it. You see is just a plain platform with nothing else on there. Except for one button in the middle.
Squints.
There are no
Squints.
platforms above you. There are only platforms below you. There is one last button left.
Now that's a Let on climactic, no?
Peepers check for traps. Peepers check for weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking around.
Can I throw
Give me that
something at the
roll.
button?
Sure, why not? What are you throwing at the button?
I'm looking at my... I'm looking in my backpack. Oh wait, what was there was still other stuff in the backpack.
I got 21 for peeping traps and weird shit.
Yulie, you don't think that you can perceive anything. There are carvings on the ground, but they don't appear to lead to any sort of traps. There's nothing that you can pick out.
Do the carvings look arcane at all?
Roll an Arcana. Tink, as for what's left in the backpack, there was a couple of healing potions that I think you've gone through at this point.
Not all
there
of
was
them.
rope. Oh, fair. There was rope. There were a few pieces of armor that you had put on.
And there was a
Left
flask of
behind.
coffee.
And there was a flask of coffee.
If the flask of coffee is on the outside of the backpack, because I think Yulie's still wearing it, Tink will just grab it and throw it at the button.
Nice. Yes.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Why not? Give me a throw.
Okay. I don't know what my bonus is on throw.
Let's just mark it as an attack roll with your strength modifier.
What about my dex modifier? Much like how other things often use dex.
They maybe do.
Athletics? General athletics?
No, I'd really love to go dex modifier. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I rolled a 3. It doesn't matter.
Going great.
Even with my dex, it'd be a 5. It's not doing much better. I picture him literally lying on the ground, picking it up, and just like throwing it, and then just bouncing off the platform. He's like, oh, whatever, I tried.
Buddy, no.
You know what? Because it's a very precise throw that you're trying to make, I will make it a reflex check.
That would still be a 10.
Well, then I guess it sucks to suck, don't it?
I rolled a 3, dude. I rolled a no.
You really did roll a no. Okay, alright.
I rolled a 28 for arcane.
They definitely do something, but you think they're just a light spell. You think that their whole purpose is just to light up. As the coffee rolls off the edge of the platform and just falls, and
Okay.
Featherfall catches it at some point and it lands softly on the ground. Hundreds of feet below.
Start walking toward the button.
Do it. Press it. End it.
End it. I walk toward the button. Does anything happen to me?
From the button, you see magic spills out, lighting up those sigils that you'd just been so admiring and trying to figure out on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire platform starts to lower as a little doo-doo-doo goes off in the background.
Did we do it? Is that
You did it! You did it! Confetti goes in the air. Like, you can't see it, but confetti's also falling from the platform.
Tink rolls onto the platform.
I feel like Yenna, having gotten off of Fluffy, is just on her hands and knees on the fucking platform, looking absolutely shaken. That's terrifying.
Meanwhile, Fluffy is like nudging muffins out of your pocket and just eating them off the ground.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
Yenna
wrong
and
with
Gwynn
this
are on the
school?
same wavelength about Fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Overrated.
Welcome to the Lyceum, I guess.
Is this combat training? What is this?
This was How Not to Die. I don't know what it's really called. It's
I don't think
what we call it.
anybody learned anything.
Yeah, I feel like a manual would have been great. Some fourth warning. Just, you know.
Yeah, points at Gwynn. She would have
I
been dead
hope
if I wasn't here.
I hope there's an evaluation we could fill out and maybe give some feedback.
The platform judders as it comes to a stop on the ground. And you see a fuming Professor Risen just standing there. Like,
what do you want? We won.
You cheated. Motions to Yenna.
They didn't cheat, I cheated.
Yeah, we didn't tell her to come.
Make that one make sense. Your actions had a direct consequence.
Yeah, I made sure that one of the students of the school didn't die.
We had trained clerics on staff. I need you all checked out. Every single one of you, all checked out to the infirmary now. As for feedback, he says to Noelani,
Yeah.
you can absolutely leave that with reception.
Okay.
I will take it into account for next time. But please bear in mind, we draw short straws on who runs this class with you all.
Oh, okay, so you didn't want to be here and that makes it better.
She looks legitimately deflated at knowing that a professor wouldn't, like, delight on the idea of teaching the youth.
Oh, no, Lonnie, I love you so much.
No, Lonnie, you're so innocent.
Such a good bean.
She just got here.
Oh. This poor baby.
Yeah.
And she's like, and she looks like shattered dreams in her eyes. She's like, okay, well, thank you for the opportunity, and starts walking towards the infirmary with her head low.
Gwynn's gonna like give Noelani like a very sympathetic like shoulder pat, like, okay, you're getting it. I too had my dreams crushed once.
I also once started going to this school.
Like, it's just the pamphlet. The pamphlet made it sound so different.
I mean, some of the teachers like what they're doing.
I have a class that I teach and that I enjoy teaching. This, unfortunately, isn't one of them. But if you want to leave feedback, you absolutely can. Like I said, we'll take it under advisement. But all of you need to go to the infirmary now if one of you's been healed, particularly by somebody who doesn't have a healing license.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we're just supposed to let our classmates fall down and be unconscious while poisoned due to one of Quintus's fucking insane pets. That sounds really reasonable, you know?
That's right. I forgot I'm still poisoned.
You're poisoned?
I'm gonna speed walk to the
Why are you surprised that they're poisoned? Did you not know that the thing that you were throwing them against was poisonous?
No antidotes, by the way. I could have had those if someone had told me that was on the docket for today.
Also, as a bystander having to watch this display,
did you all not get the flyer that was sent out?
No.
No.
Well, you didn't. You're not a student. Motions to Yenna.
No, I didn't say anything.
I checked the folder, the orientation folder that she's been carrying the whole time. It's probably so mangled.
Her laminated folder.
Yeah. I checked.
Roll insight.
Uh-oh.
Which is just perception because this is Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
A 19.
Were we all rolling or just
19?
Noelani? I didn't.
You can all roll if you want to.
I rolled bad.
Yeah.
Too angry to be reasonable.
Tink just squints at Risen normally.
Noelani, he's being incredibly genuine right now. As far as he was concerned, an entire packet was sent out.
Okay. Now, in comparison to my knowledge of my packet, it's not adding up.
No, it's not adding up. You weren't given any prep for this class at all.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just sort of holding my mangled orientation packets. Like, it wasn't on any of the paperwork. I'm maybe it got lost in the mail or something.
I was just going to my normal
Something's not
class
right.
until someone told me to come here.
What kind of professor doesn't have extras?
See, he just kind of sighs, looks at you first, Yenna, like a little glare, and then he looks at the rest of you. To the infirmary first. We can sort the rest of this out once your friend's been seen to.
Yeah. I'll come on,
But it
Gwen.
looks like
Let's get you
something's
checked up.
definitely gone wrong.
Oh, Gwyn's booked it already.
Booked it.
Yeah, I think Tink will just be like, I can show you where it is. We should probably all get. They were poisonous. And if Atticus is on the way, he's absolutely stopping in the kitchen and seeing if there's any more muffins, because the fucking bunny ate his.
Rations.
Unfortunately, Atticus isn't on the way from this direction in the school, so
Mm.
you will be muffinless. However, you are not Fluffyless, who has decided that he's going to continue to follow you all.
Oh god.
Does he fit through the door? That's nice.
No, he doesn't fit through the door.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
But he's at least going to follow you to the clericacy
door.
wing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as the white walls and rounded windows of the hospital infirmary come into view, that is where we are going to leave this session.
Hooray! We did it!
Yay,
We finished
we did it!
With a feeling of success and a feeling of betrayal hand in hand. Thank you everybody for joining us for episode 4 of Hellions of Carnocht. It's wild that we've been going for 4 weeks already, even like with our new 3
5,
weeks
right?
on,
'Cause
1 week
we-
off schedule. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for continually showing up and engaging with what we do. It's always really nice to see you all.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, and we saw some new faces today, so welcome to you guys. And the old faces, we're always happy to see you. But thank you for coming. We'll be same time next week, which is 4:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we'll see you then, guys. Keep safe. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And hello, it is me once again, saying I'm gonna end this music and then start our other music in a second. And I'm gonna find someone to raid, so if you guys want to hang out, while I figure out who to raid, you can. Otherwise, hopefully we'll see you next week. And also, just for reference, boop, boop, boop. There's the Discord, and you can support the stream on Coffee for now, because we aren't affiliates yet, but we should be soon, maybe. Okay, thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye.